getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Brown against Williams. Porzingis with a screen on Williams. Here's Brown. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Love to see Brown facilitate out of a pick and roll, and I'm sure his coach feels the same way.
Jackson down low, working on Porzingis. But you really can't say enough about what Jaren Jackson Jr. has done since entering the league, RJ.
Yeah, B.A., not only is he a walking bucket, but opposing offenses have to account for how good he is on the defensive end. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year. He's become a dependable scorer. This man, Jaren Jackson Jr., well, look, he's averaged double digits over the course of his early career.
Nikola Vucevic is checked in for Memphis. Desmond Bane comes in for Williams. And now here's Tatum. Phenomenal stats on a consistent basis. Puts up over 24 points a game. MP finds Vucevic. And here's MP from outside. Boston with a rebound. They're getting their first look of the season at the Grizzlies in this one.
Last season, they just couldn't find a winning strategy against this squad.
Brown passes to Holiday. Kick out to Brown. Clock at 6. Porzingis with a screen on Morant. And it's Boston scoring again.
Oh, that's just a smooth jump shot. Tatum has such a deep arsenal. So many different ways to score.
And the basket by MP.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
And Boston calls time here. A big group substitution here for Boston. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Springer passes to Tatum. Shot from the low block. It goes. He's made 3 shots in 6 attempts.
Ooh, how about those nifty moves from Tatum? So crafty with the rock.
Jason Tatum out there with Luke Cornett. Then there's Peyton Pritchard. And it's Hauser in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Pacers was simply terrific. He contributed 62 points, and he's a tremendous three-point shooter. We saw that again last game. Numbers like that make you do a double take. Let's see if he can turn heads once more in tonight's action, guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Now here's Tatum. He's got 7. Here's Pritchard, down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's Bane with the rebound.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
MP right through him.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And it's Tatum missing.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
MP getting it done inside.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Porzingis has checked in for Cornett. Brown comes in for Hauser. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Springer. And Holiday subbed in for Pritchard. Tatum inside, guarded by Aldama. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul.
I have to admit, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Cadis checked in for Boston.
Now into the lineup for the Celtics, number 88.
Here's Holiday, trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Detroit. To the paint. Here's Horton Tucker. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
Here's MP. MP capitalizing in close.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
And Richard, Ja Morant, one of those guys that seems to always be working hard on his game. So much fun to watch.
Yeah, he looks to improve every single year and still believes he can get even better than he is now. You gotta love that type of mindset.
Now here's Horton Tucker. 10 points in his last outing. Now Brown. The shot no good. The Grizzlies on offense. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. MP no good. Boston trailing. Horton Tucker, the pass to Holiday. Horton Tucker with it. Working on Williams. Horton Tucker can't hit. 2-for-1 opportunity if they can time it right.
Great way to end the quarter.
Inside. Outside for Moran. Pass to MP. That's in! To the hard way for MP.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Raptors at Scotiabank Arena in Toronto. And that'll be their only game on the road before heading back home. MP, and a great assist by Moran as that one goes. Morant's got 5 assists in the game. And here's Brown. 35 points his last game. Trying to get that one to fall. So we conclude the first half. Grizzlies out in front. They lead by 12. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
A lot of talented, creative guys in this group. I hope ultimately a cross-section is chosen, not just different sizes and position, but very different styles.
Variety is the spice.
And now talking about our current game, gotta be impressed with the big halftime lead for the Memphis Grizzlies.
What?
Appreciate you joining us. It's been our
Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
On the court right now for the Grizzlies. They've got Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson out there with Santi Aldama. Then it's MP, and it's Williams in at the 3 spot. Well, Grant is the managing director of the U.S. men's national team. You've gotten to see the wealth of international talent firsthand.
It's so true, B.A. I mean, I've got so much respect for the international game. You know, over 25% of the players in the NBA right now are international players, and they produce superstar talents like Doncic, Giannis, Embiid, and Jokic. The U.S. has more competition now than ever.
A nice shot by Tatum.
With his upper body strength, Tatum can power through contact.
From deep, MP. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
The Celtics have terrific depth. They have a number of reserves who could start for other teams. All-star Jason Tatum said those guys sacrificing coming off the bench, I think that just speaks volumes to the commitment that we have to be our best and to playing to our standard every night. Brian?
That's what it takes, Allie, right? Thank you. Now here's Brown. He's given them steady production at over 27 points a game. Porzingis punishing inside.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
MP. And that one good. MP's got 39.
And take a look at MP staying in attack mode once again.
Tatum inside, working on Aldama. Outside Horton Tucker. Outside Tatum, 6 to shoot. Back to Horton Tucker, three-pointer. Aldama grabs a board. Aldama's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's MP again. What an avalanche.
Another outstanding game for him. He has been a consistent offensive force all year.
Only 3 other players in NBA history have more 40-point games in a season than he does. Back to Holiday. There's Tatum with the 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
And Boston calls time here. MP really making a difference here.
With the perimeter D struggling to stay connected to him, they're getting bombarded.
The Celtics making a switch here. Pritchard's checked in. Pass to Brown. Porzingis for 3. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And here's MP from outside. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
RJ, you watch Desmond Bane. He plays with a giant chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, not highly recruited out of high school, playing 4 years in college. Bane was the last pick of the 2020 first round, and let me just say he plays like he's been slighted.
On target from range.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Outside Holiday. They need this. Offensive board. And that one's good. Porzingis has got 9.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
A nice shot by MP.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Tatum can't hit.
Yeah, you have to knock those down. Open shots inside the arc are rare in this league.
The 3 is up. Rebound Boston. There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. It's not going to go for him. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. Here's MP. Another one falls. Amazing. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
BA, it feels like he can't miss.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Brown, no good. Well, Memphis shooting has been on another level. 68% for the game. From deep, MP. He drops it from range. MP's got 59 points.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
Here's MP. Oh, connects again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. And so it's MP.
70.
And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed.
He's checked in for Springer. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now. And the basket by MP.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
The Celtics have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Peyton Pritchard is out there with Drew Holiday. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then there's Luke Cornett. And it's Hauser in at the small forward position. That's who's in the game for the Celtics.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
From deep, MP. Boston with a rebound. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. It's Holiday with a drive. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
Grant, you look at the league's basketball-related income. Players and owners split it about 50-50.
You know, BA, that's why they call it a partnership. You talk about a shared interest. The NBA has really become a leader by example in all of professional sports.
The Grizzlies making a switch here. Larabia's checked in.
He has been a key factor for them offensively, scoring with consistency.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Pass to Porzingis. Well, Grant, we've seen some teams double up with superstar players at the same position in recent years. Sometimes it works.
Yeah, you know, and other times it doesn't work. I mean, it forces a coach to be very creative. When you have multiple players who are used to being the guy, it can be hard to keep everyone happy.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Lets a floater go. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
Shoots from 12. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Tatum passes to Horton Tucker. Brown looking around. Outside Porzingis. 5 on the clock. From 7 feet and off the glass. That one's good.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. MP, that one's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Tatum passes to Porzingis. That falls. Nice feed that time from Tatum. Porzingis has got 10 points here in the second half. Fires from 14. And yes, another basket.
And that's 70.
He is unconscious. And Tatum's got the ball here for the Boston Celtics. Well, Grant, you had to guard some of the greats in your career, including Jordan and Kobe, LeBron. Who was the toughest to cover?
Well, for the record, I didn't really like guarding any of them, if I'm being honest. But no one, in my opinion, tops Michael Jordan. Of course, I had to guard Kobe the most, and he was very relentless, had no weaknesses. And, you know, I was in my late 30s on one ankle, but who's counting? And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Grizzlies.
And the disparity in the talent was obvious by the end. Sometimes you just don't have enough ammunition to compete.
Yeah, BA, just a total beatdown. And the next time these teams meet, I can't imagine it'll be any different.
And for the year now, they've chalked up 35 wins.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for MP.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Well, Tatum is the obvious option for the catch and shoot. He's such an efficient scorer.
Here's MP. Hits yet again. Wow!
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Tatum passes to Horton Tucker. Pass to Brown. Porzingis sets a screen. Lets the 3 fly. And Brown gets the 3.
When Brown has the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous in the two-man game.
Here's MP. Missed it. And so it's the Grizzlies taking care of business in this one.